Hello, chums.
You know about this episode. So you have the Empire looking for Cassian on Ferrex. You have Luthen and his crew looking find him for people who are from Ferrex, right? Because it's their town, it's their planet,
And they
their
know
neighborhood.
Cassian.
They know exactly where to go, what to do, and they're able to. He was able to get in and get out. It was harder to get out than get in, but we're going to discuss it. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Kerwin. This is Keith, Father
Hello.
Son Galaxy. We are here to review episode 12, season finale, first season of Andor, episode called Rick's Road. All right, and this is a spoiler review, okay? Now, off the bat, I'm glad, like I said, it's a spoiler review. I am glad that all the major characters, except from Marva, will return to season two because I really enjoy these characters. I'm connected to them. I would have been very upset if I were to lose any of them. I think because I just feel so attached to them
Yeah, but you're
that,
like, oh, Marva's gone. That's all right.
well, only because they prepared us for her demise. Like she was the last few episodes, she was not doing well.
Shouldn't have hit her medicine.
Yeah, so you just got the impression that she wasn't going to be around much longer. The only
Yeah.
question was Cassie going to be able to see her before she went, which unfortunately he was not able to. So he had to come to terms with that. But we're going to get to that. All right, so what I want to do is just talk about Mon Mothma, and she's got a plan. All right, so she, as you know, she, the Empire is looking into her bank account. She's got an account where there is money lost, right? It's gone. And she
You're
knows,
not seeing that money ever again.
right? She knows, what happened to the money, but she can't tell anybody what happened. So she has to come up with a story, an alibi, right? So here's her alibi. She is going to um, pretend that her husband took the money
And
because,
gambled it away.
yeah, he has a gambling problem. Apparently he has a gambling problem, and maybe he's recovering, but that's what she's going to, if the Empire were to come to her and ask, okay, well, where's this money, she's going to throw her husband under the bus. All
I'm
right.
not surprised.
Yeah, yeah, right. That is so.
Man, nobody seems to like Parrot, and Parrot doesn't seem to like anyone. He's just like, must everything be sad and boring? Yes.
Yes, and it's just putting more strain on their relationship with her. This is her plan to, if anything goes down, like to just point the finger at him. But it's a brilliant plan
Oh
though.
wait, it's like
And
it's like if Mom Mothma like raids the Imperials, she'll be like, Perrin did it.
exactly, all you got to, and he's clueless. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? And they're probably going to, take her word for it than his. So, but
And
she's,
bye bye Perry.
yeah, well, not yet. But anyway, so she's very smart to, oh, let's see, Alex, hey, how's it going? Yeah, everybody hates Perrin. I like that.
Happy Thanksgiving to our audience.
Happy Thanksgiving
if
to
you celebrate it.
exactly. Yes,
And if not, happy 4-day weekend.
All right, and thank you very much. All right, and Alex, hope everything is going well. Early happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. Same to you. We're looking forward to the holidays. Yeah, but we're gonna,
Charlie Brown.
yeah, right. We're gonna, with my Mothma. So the scene where she's in her car, and she tells the driver, Cloris, right, to,
I
she
don't
needed some
know. I don't
privacy.
know who names their kid after cleaning supplies, but I don't know who names their kid after wipes after cleaning wipes.
Okay, close enough. Close enough.
Cloris.
Or Cloris.
He sounds like a brand that's sold in Home Depot.
Yeah.
Cloris, better than Mr. Clean. Clean surfaces instantly. He'll be there in a hyperspace.
Right. Brought to you by the Empire. All right. So Cloris, she's asking the driver to give her some privacy, and of course she knows that he's working for the
Yeah,
for the.
wait. She's like, Cloris, could you give us some privacy, please?
Yeah.
Just wait. Could you give us some privacy, please? Puts on speaker.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure.
Right. So he heard every single word,
Is it
and
Clorin or Cloris? think it's Chlorus.
Oh, I have Chloris.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's Chlorus.
right.
Either way, he's a brand of wipes.
All right. Chloris wipes. Okay. All right. So Chloris goes back, naturally he goes back and he has a contact at the ISB. Blevin. Remember him?
Remember him from like
Yeah.
10 episodes ago? I thought he died of embarrassment.
I thought he was demoted, after he tried to, get the one up on Dedra at the last board meeting.
I thought he went, I couldn't beat Dedra.
Yeah.
Why? And then died of embarrassment.
so he's still around. Okay, well that's good. That's good. So Blevin is getting some news about what's going on with Mon Mothma. He thinks that she is someone that they should continue to investigate. We'll see how that goes for next season.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure that they should be spending their time investigating a quote unquote innocent senator.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. Well, we'll see. All right. Anna. Okay, Anna, thank you very much for joining us.
Hashtag Perrin did it.
Yeah, Perrin did it. That's all we got to do.
You know what? We're putting that in the description.
Let's
roll with it.
Whatever it is, Perrin did it. That's it. That's what we're going to go with. Right. So then, all right. And finishing up Mon Mothma's storyline, we didn't see much of Mothma in this episode, which is fine. But
oh my goodness, I can't believe.
I know you don't like the decision that she made.
Let me set the CV.
Sure.
So we just see Maud, Perrin, and Lita just like walking down the hallway, and I'm like, please tell me she didn't. And you're like, and Dad's just like, you're darn right, she did. Here, scolded.
Yeah.
And sure enough, him and his son are just sitting there,
yeah.
and you can see Mon Mothma's face crumbling.
Yeah.
Because she's like, oh my goodness, what have I done? Like, this was a terrible decision on her part. There were so many other ways to get that money. I mean, I thought she was done with school, but that weaselly thug of a banker decided, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna introduce my son.
Yeah, it's just an invitation. We don't know what's gonna happen after that.
Yeah.
But two things I want to bring up about this. One, Lita looks very happy, to be in this position.
She does not see.
She doesn't look
upset.
No. So I not that she has to know everything about what's going on, but she is, she seems to be okay with the Chandrillian customs, right?
Well, I'm not.
Well, that's fine, but she is. So Mothma dodged the bullet, because I actually thought that really this was going to
I thought we were going to get to see a clash between Maud and Lita.
Yeah.
But no, she's like,
so far so good. Yeah.
Skip it.
Right.
Skipping down the steps to meet a boy.
Yeah, unless Lita has something going on that we don't know about, but she seems to be fine. And then the second thing is, that little boy is very small. I mean, I was surprised.
Wait. He had his back to the camera.
Yeah.
And I'm like, uh-oh. And then he turns around and he looks like a 10-year-old.
He does. He looks
this coming from a 10-year-old.
Right, exactly. He looked very young. But
I'm just like, now hold up. You said your son was 14.
Yeah.
Why does he look like he just rode his big wheel over here?
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, hey, good luck to them. We'll see what happens in season 2.
And good luck to him getting back on that big wheel.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let's talk about Krieger.
Tor and Krieger.
Yeah, we'll just get this out the way. We knew this was going to happen.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah.
So even though Lucid knew that the ISB knew all about the raid that Krieger had planned on Spellhouse Power Station, he's like, well, wait, let me do my best Lucid impression.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't go, the ISB will know something's amiss.
Okay.
I don't know what that was. I said it was
something amiss. Yes.
But he's like, we must send them, Krieger and his men, a few men. I'm trying to save you, Lonnie. I'm trying to save you, Saw. Yeah. They'll know something's amiss if we don't send them. And they went and they failed.
Yeah.
And Dedra was very upset because she's like, I wanted them alive. And Partagas actually did something kind of weird. he said this wasn't a dialogue. Dedra, and
Mhm.
called her by her first name, even though he's usually called her Lieutenant Miro or Supervisor Miro or whatever she goes by.
Yeah, I picked up on that as well, and maybe I might have missed it. Maybe he might have called her by her first name
Yeah, and I was
before,
like, huh?
but it just seems a little more personable. And it's what I get that he is, he really has the utmost respect for Dedra, and I think that's what it is, and that's the reason why he's referring to her by her first name. I just thought that was interesting. But the quote that he said to her, she, like you said, she wanted, the men alive, to question. And Partagaz says, well, today was about wiping the taste of Aldani from the emperor's mouth. So
wait,
so
Dad, this
that
was me.
so this
This is my reaction to that.
Mhm.
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
I just went, oh.
So yeah, so that decision came from the emperor himself. So hey, look, whatever the emperor said goes. All right. So that's Krieger. So he's gone. So let's go back and talk about Andor and the voices that he's been hearing from the past, right? And it's very interesting because each one of them had something to motivate Cassian to move to the next level. Of course, we expect the next level is going to be that he's going to join the rebellion, which we know he does eventually.
But not this season.
Right, but the words. Let's again, this is Tony Gilroy who wrote the script. Benjamin Caron is director. The writers and the directors this entire season was just top notch. I just love to just go back and listen to these quotes. So I wrote down some of the quotes, regarding some of the people that Cassian heard. And then I felt this was a very nice way for the writers to, pay tribute to those that, we've lost, from the beginning of the season until now. So the first voice that Cassian hears is Clem. And
his father.
Yes, which is his father, right? And Clem says, the man who sees everything is more blessed than cursed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Eyes open, possibilities everywhere. So when you think, there's no hope or you've given up hope, there's always a possibility. There's always some way to get out of whatever it is that you're in. So I got that from that quote.
And then Nemec said, there'll be times when the struggle seems impossible. Alone, scared, dwarfed by the scale of the enemy. Remember this. Freedom is a pure idea. Even the smallest act of insurrection pushes our lines forward. Tyranny requires constant effort. It breaks, it leaks. Oppression is the mask of fear.
Oh, that's very good. Tyranny requires constant effort. If it breaks, it leaks. This is the part I like. Oppression is the mask of fear. Now, that is absolutely true. Somebody who's in power, when they feel that they're in control, they feel that no one or nothing can touch them.
It's like, I'm untouchable just because I'm the empire.
Right.
And it's like, poke.
But as soon as they lose control, they're running away faster than anybody else. Case in point, when we get to the part where the explosion happens, when this rebellion of Ferrex takes place, the Empire is running for cover. One in particular.
This man, he was an Imperial officer.
Yeah.
You know what he did? He ran. I mean, he crawled under these stormtroopers, just like made a mad dash, like a rabbit to a carrot, just to get to cover. And then he says, "Fire! Hold the line!" As he, ducks for cover.
Right.
He's not even out there at the line. And
exactly.
He's like, hold the line, hold the line.
Right.
Hold the line.
And then he waits until he's clear of any fire
to give them more.
Right. To let them know, okay, fire at will. I'm out the way now, so I'm not going to get hit. I don't care who gets
I'm
hit.
not trying to be like Mysterio, get the crossfire.
Exactly.
So, fire at will. Wait. Don't fire yet. Wait till I get to cover.
Yes. Yeah. So we want to invite you, to ask you about, what do you think about this episode?
Yeah, don't forget to type Q+ before your question if you have questions.
Right. If you have any questions, or you can tell us about, what you liked about the episode. And then, we're also just, you can absolutely let us know, as far as the season, what was your favorite scene or your favorite episode, favorite character. Let's go ahead and discuss. So let's get those comments and questions in. Yeah. So
And let's get to Marvin's 2 quotes.
Marva's what?
2 quotes.
Okay. All right. 2 quotes. All right. So Marva. So this. So remember last week when Cassian called, he had a message for his mother and he wanted to let her know that, she's going to be proud of him. And, that's when he found out that she passed away. He was very upset. So again, he's beating himself up. He's having a conversation with Brasso. And, Brasso, tells him it's okay. She understands. And she has some things she wanted me to tell you.
She said, tell him none of this is his fault. It was already burning. He's just his first spark of the fire. Tell him he knows everything he needs to know and feels everything he needs to feel. And when the day comes and those two pull together, he'll be an unstoppable force for good. Tell him I love him more than anything he can ever do wrong.
Oh, that was a powerful. That sentence just really got me. When I heard that, that really teared me up. Because that's a mother's love. It's a father's love. About a child. Their child can do so many.
Father.
Well, I'm referring to a parent.
Oh.
Yeah. So it could be a mother talking about their child, or a father talking about their child, that, whatever they do, they may not make the right decisions. They may not say the right things or do the right things, but the love is always there. You know what I mean? So there's nothing that they can do that can outweigh the love that a parent has for their child. I thought that was a wonderful, wonderful quote, so it's wonderful. So Marva, once again, we hear from Marva. She had one last, she had one last thing to say to the people of Ferrix. And, this is where we see the funeral procession come out, and, B2 Emo comes out to the middle of the road, Bix Road, and he plays Rick's Road, sorry. And
I get Bix and Rick's confused.
Well, yeah, good point. Well, so he plays a hologram, and it's Marva. And Marva has, some things to say to spark a fire on this community, and she says, she tells the people of Ferrix to go on, that we've been sleeping, sleeping on the Empire. And the Empire has left us alone. They're able to go and do whatever it is they want to do, have a good living and work and go home. But now they're here. The darkness is spreading, and we let it grow. We didn't do anything about it, and now it's here to stay. The Empire is a disease that thrives in darkness. All right. And that's
fight the Empire.
Fight the Empire. That was her last words. Fight the Empire. The Empire, could tell something was going down. They were getting
and then all of a sudden, the Imperial officer just dived at B2 and KO'd him.
Oh yeah, I mean, just knocked the droid over, and oh boy, that's war. And the people of Ferrix
is like, attack!
Yeah,
it's just blasters blazing. But speaking of blasters, none of these Ferrix people picked up a single blaster. They just hitting the stormtroopers with their fists, battle logic.
Yeah, I saw that too. That was very interesting. That when they apprehended a stormtrooper or an Imperial Guard,
they beat him up. You just say beat him up.
Well, right. They didn't pick up the weapon though. But I guess that's because they're just not those type of people who can just pick up a weapon. You have to be trained to pick up a blaster and know how to use it. And excuse me.
You don't have to be trained to pick up a blaster. You technically have to be trained to aim straight.
Okay.
I mean, in a sea of stormtroopers who are just a wall there, I'm pretty sure you can't miss.
Yeah. But I did find that interesting that you're right. No one, they just use their fist or rocks or whatever it is that they could find.
And they got blasted.
Yeah. And,
Poor Zanwin, rest in peace.
Yeah. Well, yes. Right. Yeah. So, of course, some of them lost their lives. But let's go back to the chat and see who we have here. Okay. All right.
Star Wars Geek Girl Podcast Award.
Okay. All right. And then, okay. Hey, guys. Great show. Mike, thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much, Mike.
Hello.
All right. Okay. And do we have anything else? All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So then, yes, you're right. There was some casualties. When I say great show, I mean you guys and Andor too. Well, thank you very much, Mike. Thank you for that. That's wonderful. Yes. So this was, a period of people fighting back. Finally, that took the empire by surprise. And like I said, when they feel that they're above everybody and that they're in control, everything's fine. But as soon as things go haywire, they're running fast. Dedra is one of them. She is trying, she gets knocked down and knocked over. She's trying
And
to,
people just
yeah,
step it
yeah,
over.
trying to get out her way. Um, but then she is rescued.
By Cyril.
Now, Cyril, okay, so Cyril takes a flight with his Morlana officer. Um, and
Minus boss.
yes, like, and Cyril he has some type of fascination for Dedra because as soon as he sees her, like he just looks in his eyes like, wow.
Did you see his face? Because it's like, oh my god,
The
love of my life.
And you know what? And when he saw her for the first time, he didn't know that she was going to be there. But as soon as he saw her, I thought he was going to do something dumb like yell, "Dedra, Dedra,
Oh,
I'm here!"
imagine that.
Like,
Imagine if he went, Dedra, Dedra.
yeah, I mean, he just, I didn't know what he was going to do, but he held him, like a lioness held him back and said, stay calm, stay calm. And then, so then when the fight broke out, and then we had the son of the gentleman who was tortured by the Empire a few weeks back. He was the one that was creating the bomb, and he threw it. And
boom.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom,
Right.
boom,
And
boom, boom.
that's when things went haywire. Everybody's scrambling. Like I said, Dedra's knocked down, and then all of a sudden somebody picks her up and carries her. It's a blaster, and he pushes her, in a hall to keep her safe. And she looks and she sees Sim, you like so she just looks scared and confused at the same time. It's like it was just I don't know what she was gonna do. It was like it was like Superman saving Lois Lane, but in a creepy way.
Yeah, and Lois Lane was full on about to punch Superman in the nose bridge.
And Lois Lane just had no idea what to do. Like it's just what is going on
here? And Superman has blue eyes and the weirdest expression on his face the entire time. Wait, that Cyril was just like,
yeah, he just says,
you don't need to thank me.
I'm just, I'm here to save you. Like I just, wanted to protect you. I don't know where this is going. I mean, are they, really going to become a couple?
Wait, Dad, I was like, yo, hold on. Where is this scene going? And then they cut away, and I'm like, oh,
yeah. I am fascinated by these two characters. I really can't see them together, how they would work together. But I don't know. I if I was Dedra,
I had my reservations.
Yeah, if I was Dedra, I feel like my life could be in danger. Something is wrong with this man. Yes, he did save my life, but what does this mean?
This is the man who stalked me at my job.
Yeah, so I think she's just very, very scared. All right, Alex, the uprising, a brutal crackdown afterwards. It felt so realistic and reminded me of life parallels. And on a lighter note, Kerwin and Keith's so impressions are hilarious and spot on. It's like, yeah. So this.
You should hear my impressions of Mr. Burns.
Okay.
And Smithers. In fact, let's just do a show on my impressions.
Okay. All right. So we'll say that for another time. Yeah. Yes. Star Wars Geek Girl, a great acting. Yes. Shout out to Cyril Karn.
Yeah.
Right. To the two actors. Yeah. Very, very cool. Very cool.
Still Kyle Soller.
Yeah. Right. Kyle Soller. Right. All right. So then let's keep moving. Okay. So now
finally Cassidy shows up, saves Bix, and then a few of the Ferrisons, Jesse, Bix, Brasso, and B2 leave Ferris. And Cassidy just repeatedly says, start the ship, even though he's like still on board. Because he doesn't want to go with them, but he's like, come on, go, even though he's still on board, like they just wait for it, But yeah, and so he saw the ball, and he said, I'll meet you guys when you land. I'll be there soon. And then the shit takes off.
Okay, well, going back, right?
We
Cassian
always
did
go back.
manage to save Bix, right? That was very
Yeah,
important,
I said
right?
that.
Right. She was saved, and he got a few of the people from Turks to get on the plane, like you said,
Our friends,
the
our
ship.
ferrets friends.
Yes, right. So Brasso, and Bix and B2
The
Emo is on
bees,
there, right?
Espresso and BT,
Right, they're on
and
there.
Jesse.
So to me, they look like the future stars of the rebellion. Who knows? So Cassian can't go with them, or he doesn't want to go with them. He has other plans. All right. So, uh,
So, by the way, Luther's here, and Cassie Fonder, and Luther's there, and and Andor just shows up right behind him. And this, I'm pretty sure Luther's mind is like, Cassie and Andor, what are you doing here?
yeah,
Yeah, because Cassie just like popped out of nowhere. Because I guess he was tired. He's like, yo, listen, you can bring me warm, or you can bring me in cold.
hmm,
Which do you want? And then it is.
yeah. But the expression on Luthen's face, I think he feels it's a sigh of relief because I think he sees
You
Cassian
see that
just
smile
like
on
he
his
see.
face?
Well, yes, it was a smile on his face.
Because he's relieved that he doesn't have to fight Cassian.
Well, true, right, and he and Cassian have similarities. I think Cassian is at a point now that he's got nothing to lose. Like he wants to be a part of this rebellion now. Like he's lost a lot of people. He's lost his mom. He's lost his father, his birth parents, his sister, possibly. So he's
Mel
seen,
she too, but he's not dead.
yeah, he's seen a lot of loss. All right, and I think at this point he feels like he's got nothing to lose, right? Just like Luthen feels that he sacrificed everything. So
Yeah,
I
and
think they're
you
both on
know,
the same
when he
page.
said bring me in warm or bring me in cold,
Yeah.
you knew Luther was gonna bring you warm because come on, we have to have Rogue One.
Oh yeah.
Unless they're gonna throw off the cannon like they did with Reaper to stab the Grand Inquisitor. And then 3 episodes later he just shows up and he's like, oh, you thought I was dead, and then Peter apparently Reaper was like, oh, you thought I was dead.
Mhm. You brought in Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was very cool. All right.
And then Luke fell off, and then Reaper like knocked Luke off so crazy. He was like, "Oh, you thought I was knocked out?" Like everybody, what is up with people surviving things that they shouldn't
Well,
survive?
okay.
How do you get poked with a lightsaber, and then you're like, "Oh, you thought I was dead?" No, come on. Unless red lightsabers are just like weaker.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, all right. We're done talking about
Yes,
Obi-Wan. Okay.
yes.
Very good.
Hello there.
Hello there. All right. Okay. All right. So they're ready. You know, in the last I think it was episode 10, Luthen talked about he need heroes for rebellion.
Yeah.
There he is right there, you know,
Why are we really
right in
here
front of him.
tonight? Why?
Exactly. So I think they're going to get along very well. They're all on the same page now. So we'll see what happens in season two. You know, we could talk about the other characters, Cinta, you know, she and Belle. You know, Belle misses Cinta. You can tell that. You know, that's obvious. But Cinta, I'm telling you, she's about the mission. And I remember way back when her character is being described by another character. Um, she is the toughest of the crew from Aldani. You know, Cinta. You know, she is really about the mission. You know, she whenever she gets an assignment, she's going to mission accomplished as much as she can. But you know, Belle, you know, wants more from her, and you know, Cinta's not giving it to her. And Cinta is very good with defending herself. You know, she took care of that Imperial officer. That was pretty cool.
I don't think he was Imperial. He just asked, "What are you doing here?" And then Cinta went, "Shut
What did she do?
shut."
All right, so that was pretty.
He just like straight up stabbed the
Yeah.
man. He got 5 eyes. Like, what are you doing here?
All right.
Shut.
All right. So again, let us know what you think about this episode. What's your favorite episode or favorite scene? You have a favorite quote, favorite character? Let us know.
By the way, guys, before we go, let's bring up that poll I posted about a month ago.
Hmm.
So guess what? 42 votes,
Hmm.
and it says who has been your favorite character for Andor so far. So 36% said Cassian,
Hmm.
31% said Lucid,
Hmm.
19% said Bond, 10% said Cyril, and 5% said Mixed. So
Okay.
it'll probably be the last time I bring up that
Right.
poll, but it's still up there if you'd like to visit it. We also reposted it, so if you'd like to visit the poll, and please do. It's still up
Okay. All right. Do we have any comments or questions coming in? Yeah. In the meantime, we just want to let you know for, of course, tomorrow is the holiday. Devin,
there. Happy
hey guys,
Thanksgiving.
hope you're well. How was the episode? Oh, okay. It was great, Devin. It was wonderful. It was a good finale. Yeah,
I feel like it was a good conclusion.
yeah,
I
yeah.
felt satisfied
Mhm,
after watching. Like, you know, how sometimes with this endings to the shows, and you're
mhm,
like, I'm still hungry. You didn't satisfy my hunger, and I'm like, I'm full,
mhm. Yeah,
full of knowledge.
yeah, this, not just this episode, but the entire season was
Yeah,
just impeccable. I mean, it
and
was,
chef's kiss. Hats off
yeah,
to the creators,
yeah.
directors, executive producers, producers, writers, everyone. Everyone was so on point. Like
Mhm,
this is a great series.
mhm, mhm. That's how I feel. I mean, this series is really going to get a boatload of Emmy nominations next year if you
Yeah.
follow that. For the acting and writing and
And here we were like,
yeah,
they already, I mean, they already shot season two. Oh my goodness, we didn't see season one. And now, like, please release season two sometime sooner.
yeah.
I don't want to wait.
That's a very good point because we heard about season two before we even saw season one.
Yeah.
So, Alex, yes, do you think to kill the hostages during the heist? Interesting question. Um, I think she would have to, right? Or else
What do you mean?
there would be witnesses
The
for
Imperial hostages?
right at the end. Remember, she stayed behind while everybody else took off from Aldani. She stayed on the planet. Apparently, she was there to take care of the hostages that she was looking after. Uh,
What? What?
well, some of them were the Imperial officers, right? And then there was one Imperial officer who had a wife and a young boy. So I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
take him out.
Well, we haven't seen them. We haven't heard anything from them, so I don't
We
know.
haven't been back on Aldani.
You know what? But uh, Cynthia probably is smarter than that. Not that she has to get rid of them in order to, make a point, but she could have, maybe just had them tied up and, left there for days until somebody else found them. So I don't know. That's a very,
I mean, they die anyway because
yeah.
they did that for you.
Well, I don't know. That's a very interesting question. But yeah, but she doesn't seem to be shy with doing what needs to be done, and if
Like
that
when
means
it's going to
taking a
get
life.
five
Yeah,
words, I'll go, shot.
yeah, yeah. So Star Wars Geek Girl, I thought it was very telling that the crowd could listen to the truth without violence, but the truth provoked the Imperials to violently act first. Point. Yeah, they obviously, like I said, it's about control, right? They saw the situation was getting out of control, so they wanted to maintain control, and then they lost control. It's it's just textbook. It's what happens. So they start to panic. They feel like, oh, okay, well, I don't have the upper hand anymore. So what do I need to do to get the upper hand?
They're like, oh my goodness,
Yeah,
I lost
right,
power briefly.
right. So they get on the defense and they pull out their riot gear and they go after the unarmed people.
The
And
fact that these Imperials walk in there with riot gear,
well,
that's a red flag.
exactly. Billy Davis. Billy, thank you. I love Brasso so much in this episode. I want him to be my friend. You know what, Brasso? He looks to me.
He seems like
He's
a good man.
he's a vintage rebel.
Like a wholesome
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. He just seems like he is somebody that you need in the corner. Um,
hashtag Brasso the Rebellion.
yes, I definitely could see him. I don't know if he's a pilot. I don't know if he flies, but for some reason I can just picture him in that rebellion jumpsuit. The X-wing pilot. But I definitely do see him, taking up arms and working
Yeah.
for the rebellion. Absolutely. Devin, go ahead.
I would like to see Keith in
How
Andor again in the future of that.
about that?
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. You should see my karate kicks.
Okay.
Not that I take karate, but no.
Yeah. Well,
Ah,
we can tell. Okay.
you dad, the one who makes like 5 cups of coffee, then reheats the bowl.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to waste coffee around here. Coffee is very it's a hot coffee. So,
And cheers.
oh yeah. Look, that's if anybody's interested, I love donuts. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Star Wars Geek, I'm sad it's over, but it also means Zoe is home for 2 weeks. All right. All right. This is the first Star Wars show that I did not get to watch with Zoe. Oh, yeah. But so Zoe has seen it and you've seen it. So once two of you get together, you can talk about it,
Yeah.
So absolutely. Wow, I'm glad to hear that Zoe's coming back. All right. Yes, I was second Keith in Andor season 2. I don't know about that. We'll see. Yeah. Season 2. What kind of character would you play if you were a season 2? Who would you want to play?
I want to be a ferret.
You want to be on Ferrex? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, that's very interesting.
And
I
I wanna
wonder.
fight some people.
So you want to be on Ferrex? You want to be, one of these up and coming people who
Yeah, but I
are
need
going
an
to actually
action
join the
scene.
rebellion?
I need an
You
action.
need an action scene.
I'm not gonna sit there and
Right, stand still. You're going to take
no,
action.
no,
Right.
no. Put a blast through my
Right.
head. I dare you.
I can see.
No, those stormtroopers can't hit me.
Yeah. I can see you as a lookout. Like you'd be the one with your binoculars. See if the Empire's coming. You'll,
Yeah, that's boring.
go up to the guy with the anvil and start banging on the anvil. Hey, let me do it.
Yeah, that's a boring.
Okay.
I need to fight these people. And I'll be right there with Kathy and grab the bricks and beat. It's like
Okay.
taking stormtroopers out,
I got you. All right. You're a fighter.
stealing riot shields.
That's cool. Now that's interesting. It's a good question. I want to throw this out. Do we think we're going to see Ferrex again? It seems to me that well, not that minor characters are not important, but it's the characters that we're aware of. Nix and Brasso and everyone else, and T2 and the daughter.
T2 is-
They're gone. So is there a reason to go back to Ferrex? That's my question. So and anything else regarding season 2? Do you think who do you think we'll see that we did not see in season 2? Other than K2SO, because I know he's going to show up because if he doesn't show up, yeah, there will be a rebellion. So we're going to see
us.
Yeah, we're going to see K2XO. I think we're going to see Director Krennic.
Oh
yeah.
no! Imagine him and Dedra fighting.
Probably Tarkin, the Emperor, maybe.
Tarkin.
Yeah, Tarkin, the Emperor, maybe. Vader is a long shot. I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
literally every Star Wars has had Vader in it.
So you think we will see Vader? Okay.
Like what one show did for me?
Well, I mean, besides season 1 of Andor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But I hear what you're saying. Yeah, Vader is a very important character.
prequels,
Yeah.
The originals and the sequels through Helmet,
Mhm.
and then he was also in Clone Wars, Rebels. I think he was Solo. He was definitely Rogue One.
Right. Okay, I hear what you're saying.
Vader's had his hand in everything.
Oh, sure.
He's been in the Kool-Aid and he knew the flavor ever since 40 years ago.
Yes, his presence is known. He is lurking in the shadows.
45 days, it was like anniversary of New Hope.
Yeah, that was this year. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. How about that? Yeah. I'm looking forward to season 2. I don't think that's coming out until 2024, actually.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So Anna Krennic might show up. Yeah, I agree with you. I here's what I think: Krennic and Dedra are going to clash because I think Dedra.
They're both in high up positions.
Right, Dedra.
So they're gonna fight. Krennic's gonna win, and then he will go bye-bye.
Yeah.
And then maybe Dedra will still survive. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe she gets assigned to a different mission.
Well, Dedra is doing very well. I mean, Partagas likes her. She is moving up the ranks, but I think she's going to reach a wall or ceiling when she meets up with Krennic because
Just because they were to grow up.
well, you keep
Just
saying
because they were to grow up
look,
doesn't mean they're dead.
I am not saying that she will die. I'm just saying that the two of them can't exist together. They can't work together because they're too power hungry. So
one of them will get voted, and it's probably gonna be Dedra.
yeah, well, whatever happens,
Or something. Maybe she gets reassigned. I don't know.
that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, we're having technical difficulties with our camera.
Uh, yeah, we're fine.
Oh, we're good now.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
gold.
Yeah. So that's what I think is going to happen. If Keith gets a part, then I am for Kerwin as the pilot. Me as the pilot.
Yeah.
I would love that.
No way.
I would love that. I love a speeder bike. Can I ride a speeder bike? I would love to just jump on a speeder bike. I can do that.
And then I would knock you off.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. It's all
Just
right.
kidding.
It's fine.
I wouldn't do that to you.
All right.
In fact, I'd get my own speeder bike.
Yeah, I love Mon throwing her hubby under the bus.
My mom said that.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what she's going to do, and she's setting herself up to do that because somebody has to take the fall.
Wait.
Somebody has to be the blame.
Parrot is so clueless that even if he does go to jail or something or get caught and get in trouble for gambling, he's not going to know the difference because he gambles anyway.
Yeah. And the poor guy, he probably did have a gambling problem at one point, and he's probably rehabilitated. He's doing better, and now all of a sudden, he's gambling again, and he's defending himself. What are you talking about? Who's telling you that? It's not true. I'm not having gambling.
And then Mama, wait, this is Mama. Hey, Val, you want to get out of here?
It's a very cool. If you think about it,
it's very cool.
If you loved your husband, you wouldn't
want
to.
But your husband doesn't love you.
All I'm saying is, if you want a healthy relationship, you don't want to, set your made up for failure. So, you got to do whatever you need to do for the rebellion, right? It's all about the rebellion. All right, so
it's not even about failing at this point because,
as I was saying, so tomorrow, of course, obviously.
Oh my God!
Oh, look at that! All right.
Look, we got our special guest.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
All right. So what I was saying is, okay. So tomorrow, of course, is the holiday, so we won't be here. Next week we'll be back. So Andor has ended, but there's still going to be lots to talk about. I actually want to discuss Indiana Jones next week because there was an Empire Magazine article that came out recently. So I want to go over what's in the article, get us prepared for Indiana Jones coming next June, and also the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special drops Friday, right? The day after.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, we're going to watch it. We're going to review it. We'll talk about it next week.
Yep.
Okay.
So expect that, guys. That'll be, is that on Wednesday or Thursday live stream?
Yes. Okay.
Well, what? Wednesday or Thursday?
Well, we don't know yet. I mean,
either one.
Yeah. So we'll be on Wednesday and Thursday. So we have, maybe Indiana Jones on Wednesday. We'll do Guardians of the Galaxy on Thursday. Star Wars Geek Girl, I'm sure I am wrong, but I still have this thought her hubby is in the rebellion and him and his daughter are trying to protect Lamar. Interesting.
I think Parrot and Leader are trying to protect Lamar.
Hubby is in the rebellion. I don't know. I did not think about that. To me, he feels like he's happy with
he's happy being pseudo imperial.
Well, right. I think he's happy with the way his life is right now.
I think he's going to be
under the rule,
not really a rebel, not really an imperial.
Yeah, under the rule of the Empire. So I would be very shocked if he turned out to be a spy for the rebellion or works for the rebellion. And again, Lita, the daughter, I don't know what she's up to. She is a wild card to me. I don't know which way she's going. But we'll see her again next season.
Yeah, that is it for this episode. Hopefully not the ending of Andor because season 2. But here are our socials: Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Ross and Galaxy. You know where to find us if you listen to us. Our Patreon page as well. Visit our page too. And on Black Friday, we're having a 35% off deal in our merch store, FunSunGalaxy.myspreadshop.com. So visit there to get 35% off all merch.
All right. Okay. Do we have any more comments? Final comments coming in. Okay. All right. Yes.
I was just saying, no, we don't have any comments.
Okay. All right. No, we're getting some more comments coming in, so that's cool. We love it. Thank you so much. Hey, you know what? And yes, we wanted to.
Just that Friday. I hate the weekend, people.
Yes, just
don't go.
Okay, Black Friday only. So please take a look at the shop. We really are proud of what
we're happy with it.
See, maybe you might see something that you might like for someone else.
All the support you can give us really helps.
Right, and it really does support our channel. Honestly, it does. We still have a long ways to go, but we can do more. So thank you so much. We appreciate it if you can support our channel.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And then, so I believe that is it then. So I just wanted to say before I sign off that, we enjoy having these live streams and
you guys are such fans. Like you guys are the best fan base community.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been such a journey of these past 2 months. Not 2 months. Over almost 2 years.
Yes.
And
yeah.
You guys are the best.
So I'm
You're
really
like extended family to us.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we decided to do these live streams and just to talk to you and to have you comment and just have a conversation. Okay. And speaking of, if you have an idea for a live stream episode, something else you want us to talk about or review,
just let us know. Drop us a comment or something.
Yeah.
DM us on Twitter.
Yeah.
However you feel comfortable. Just let us know your idea.
Yeah, whatever idea or story or book, or film that you would like us to discuss, just let us know, and then we'll see what we can do. Put it together. All right. So then that is it, everyone. So that is Andor season 1. All right. Done. In the books. In the books. All right.
Oh wait, that's the wrong one.
That's okay.
Below that. Wait, that's gonna be.
Alex, thank you.
Cassie and Andor.
We both have fun. Looking forward to the Guardians Holiday Special. Should be fun and great. Excited to see you. Thank you so much, Alex. We are excited as well. We can't wait to see you again next week. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Till next time, take care, and we will see you again.
You're slouching.